I keep hearing from Filipinos that your problem is corruption. So your problem is not corruption. And especially at this point in time that we have this ongoing scandal of ghost projects, sino sa atin magsasabing hindi problema ang corruption? Sabi niya, no, listen to me. Sabi niya ganyan. Number one problem, greed. That's a value. If generosity and integrity is a value, may negative value, greed. So the values you want is integrity. Whether you take home a paper clip, you take home a bond paper, you say you're in the office at 9, pero actually 9:15 ka nandun, that's a value, that's your problem. O secondly, sabi niya, you let small things go. That's why it becomes big. You're so forgiving as a people. So, total, jaywalking lang yan, okay lang. Total, sumilip lang sa isang or plagiarism lang yan, okay lang. That's why when something happens like this, you're all outraged. But actually, it's a foreigner, so sometimes it takes an outside look. Diba? And actually, nung college tayo, pare-pareho tayo, diba? We had to do an essay on the damage culture. And of course, we were all protective dahil foreigner din yung sumulat. So, I just like to honor Sec Sunny. I know it's difficult kahit na pilot project sa curriculum. If I go into that, baka instead of congratulating you, debate kasi some will say, dapat ito na sa curriculum, dapat yan, wala sa curriculum, dapat ito na sa curriculum, diba? Pero, just seeing you together, may win-win ka na, ang gara pa ng buhay. So, I just wanna honor you in finishing that. But when you said pilot project, you don't have to answer this now, Senator Win and Sec Sunny, but in whatever we talk about, especially the controversial K-12, I was wondering, instead of a pilot projects, would you be willing to have some form of autonomy that the regions can decide? Meaning, if Region 1 says K-10 kami, Region NCR says K-12 kami. No, so it's like federalism only on education. But of course, the DepEd will still have the standard. So if kasi I was going to that question, kayo naman yung nasa EDCOM noon, di ba? Pero ang finding ng EDCOM, saan page ba yun? Yung dapat 12.9 years sa K-12, ang actual implementation is 7.5. And of course, when that was taken 2022, 2023, ngayon lumalala may 3 shifts na tayo . So yung 3 shifts, duda ko, less than 7.5 yon. So I'll still ask that, but can you imagine, instead of debating, I asked Sec Sunny while he was having coffee, Brad, nakailang kape ka today? Kasi 10 o'clock pa lang ata nandito ka na. No? So nakalimang kape ka na, we won't charge you for that. May feeding program kami kanina kasi nga, I think 24 of us took turns just either saying hi or talking to him about education. Of course, yourself and Senator Bam ang aming resident academicians ngayon. But can you think about it lang? No? Kasi whether, for example, textbooks, di ba? Nasa EDCOM din yan . Tapos sabi ng EDCOM, baka eto gawin, etong ganyan. But for all you know, you'll have a superintendent in, ang CHED natin na napakagaling, taga Region 1. Kung sabihin niyang, no, with our state universities in Region 1, we can produce and we'll make it digital. And if the governor of La Union, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, Pangasinan says na, no, we'll give tablets to everyone. Tablets na, na iPad, Android, not tablet na paracetamol . So, bibigyan niya ng tablet yung, di ba? Kasi parang sa laki ng ating bansa, mahirap talaga yung yung one solution or cure all or it cannot be one size fits all . No? So, can I just throw that to you? It's up to you if to answer not. But probably kung gagawin naman natin yan, it'll take a year to plan. No? But can you consider it in 2026? No? That in because if we don't consider it in 2027, mag-election pa ng 2028, makikiramdam pa yung susunod na presidente ng 2029, the soonest we can implement that is 2030, 2031. But if you think hard about it, 2020, and again, it could be a pilot. You could say, sige, one region or one province in Visayas, one in Mindanao, one in Luzon can think about it. No?
But thank you very much, Minority Leader. Meron talagang school of thought na mas maganda i-devolve yung education system natin. So DepEd will just manage the curriculum and standards. Pero yung LGUs yung delivery, yung pag-hire ng teachers, pagtayo ng classrooms, and yung kanya-kanyang delivery na, but on the same curriculum and the same standards. So may mga ganun na school of thought. Of course, we will need a law to do that. Dahil may mga LGUs talaga na very passionate about education and they're willing to spend on education. So hayaan natin silang gumastos. Yung DepEd can come in doon sa mga mahihirap na municipalities to augment their resources. May ganun na school of thought na I've talked to some organizations. Isang organization na kasali ako and very close kay Sunny in Synergia Foundation. in which na ang advocacy nila is to devolve education. So may ganun na school of thought to, at yan naman na isang bagay na pinag-aaralan din ng Department
Actually,
of
Mr. Chairman,
Education.
it's more than a school of thought. It was the first draft of the Local Government Code in 1992, but during that time, walang automation, and teachers were counting the votes. And many in Congress, whether wittingly or unwittingly, wittingly meaning ayaw ipasa sa local, or unwittingly it was a side thought, chose to replace education with health. Ang health ang dapat hindi dinevolve sa original local government code, di ba? Tapos nilagay yung ano. So tama ka, it continued as a school of thought. But what I'm saying nga is not even devolution, just autonomy. So for example, if you're saying na eto ang pondo natin for textbooks, let's say you have 30 billion, and let's say it's divided evenly among the regions. Of course, it won't be divided equally depending sa students, di ba? But if you tell every region, okay, eto yung pera, kayo mag-decide kung digital yan, kung bibili kayo from private school. But ito yung standard. Meaning, hindi naman pwedeng kung sino-sino magsulat nun. You don't have to answer tonight per se because I know it'll take some study. And I'm not saying, kasi in devolution, it's the whole educational system except standards. So I'm saying if Sec Sani says, we're willing to let go of that in terms of building classrooms, in terms of, let's say, the tracks. May mga tanong ako sa track mamaya kasi on one hand, I'm happy that you simplified it. On the other hand, I think false advertising tayo. Nung napapayag nyo yung buong Congress, and Senator Bam and I were here during that time, sino ba nandito nung tayo? Di ba? Sabi nga ni Senator Sani, nauto ko yung mag-deputy majority habang umiikot ako sa bansa. But nauto din kasi ako nung mas matatanda sa akin before. No? Right of passage naman natin na maging deputy. And then, so si Senator JB is here more than Senator Mix. Kita mo, Senator Mix na umalis na eh. So, but my point is, my point is, kaya tayo pumayag sa K-12. Yun yung advertising eh. 'Di ba? And Mr. Chairman, can I honor you pala, no? Ikaw yung nag-point out na sa civil service na kung tayo mismo sa gobyerno, hindi natin ina-hire yung K-12 at hindi ka gumawa ng framework, 'di ba? Hindi ako nagkakamali, Mr. Chairman. Ikaw nag-bring up noon, 'di ba?
Tama ho, Mr. Chairman. Isa yun sa mga nakita nating shortcomings.
It was very insightful. Again, I honor you for that. Tama ka, 'di ba, na kung ang gobyerno, tayo din yun eh. So kung tayo nagpasa ng batas, tayo nag-advertise, tayo nangako, tapos gobyerno mismo, civil service mismo, kailangan pa rin graduate ng college in certain, so for example in Germany, di ba? Pag yung accounting assistant or accounting clerk or whatever they call that at yung CPA, iba pa rin yung CPA. Pero marami nang ginagawa ng CPA sa Pilipinas ay ginagawa ng accounting assistant nila. And even sa medical, di ba? Countries that are huge like Canada, the dental assistant does certain things na dentista mismo ginagawa dito. But all of that is heavily regulated. Naka-ano yan. So I honor you, but I think that's a good start. Civil service maglabas kasi pipilitin mo yung private. Eh syempre yung private competitive eh. Kung meron talagang college graduate na mag-apply, I mean apples to apples parehong magaling. Yung isa high school graduate, yung isa college graduate. Bakit kaya hindi kukuha ng college graduate? Sabihin, boss, napakagaling na electrician ito. Yes, boss, pero ito engineer na electrician pa. Pag pumirma pa yan sa sinong gumawa, mapapakita pa sa munisipyo, engineer ang gumawa, hindi lang electrician. So it's just common sense, di ba? But the thing is, 2 additional years is heavy for the poorest of the poor. It's not only 2 more years na pwede kang mag-drop out, it's also 2 more years na hindi ka pwede magtrabaho and 2 more years that you have to produce. And then ganun din pala, magka-college ka rin. Which by the way, dahil bago yung CHED natin, Sec Sani, di ba, meron na tayong cluster, di ba, pinasa ng EDCOM yun na natin yung, kasi pangako din ng CHED, ng CHED nung whoever the CHED was, sorry, nung time natin send ba, pangako nila na yung lahat ng ililipat sa DepEd gagawin na lang 3 years yung ano. Nagdebate kami niyan ng CHED during Duterte's time kasi sabi nila natanggal na nila yung 1 sem. Sabi ko, boss, sa mahirap lalo kung may board ka, kung 4 years ka tapos 6 months to work, 6 months to study for the board, 6 months to wait for the result, 5 years pa rin yun. Pag nag 3.5 year ka, tumagal lang yung pag-aaral mo ng board. Pero 5 years pa rin. Na dati, graduate ka na ng 4th year high school, pwede ka na magtrabaho. Ngayon, nag-additional 2 years pa. Di ba? So, napaghahalo ko na po yung autonomy. But, so, one question lang dun sa 7.5 to 12.9 years. Wala akong problema kung sasabihin yung we have a 3-year plan. In 3 years, 12 or 12.9 years na tayo. Wala rin akong problema yung kay Senator Jinggoy. Tanggalin na natin yung senior, whether 1 year or 2 years, K to 10 ulit tayo. No? So, when we started, and of course, I honor President Aquino, no? It was K, 10, walang K. Literally walang K, walang kindergarten. May mga schools lang who have my mother's a kindergarten school directress. She had 3 levels noon, senior CASA, junior CASA, and then full kindergarten. No? And the more, let me honor also not only President Pinoy, Senator Tessie Aquino Oreta, Project Tao, no? Not only in the time of President Pinoy, time pa ni President GMA, she was really pushing, President Erap, she was pushing na at the time hindi pa kumpleto yung studies, that it was that age sa early childhood ang pinaka importante, no? My point is, we'll get nowhere if we just answer na, well, it's the best system but we can't implement it. Diba? So either we suspend 1 year muna until we can, or suspend 2 years, or we promise each other tonight. Again, in honoring you, Mr. Chairman, tinitingnan ko yung briefer. Ang laki na ng dinagdag mo. I think you added almost 200 B ba? Tama ba? From the House version to the Senate version?
About mga close to about 77.
77, okay. But if pinakompute natin ngayon, ang kinompute pa lang natin classrooms, hindi, tapos teachers na kulang. Hindi pa natin kinompute sa tracks. I mean, I grew up knowing people from Don Bosco. I grew up during the time na uso yung New Wave and yung what you call this 80s, di ba, yung mobile. And you know, yung while we were hiring mobiles, students from Don Bosco were experimenting with strobe lights. They were making so may kapitbahay ako 3 years older. Kinumbinsin niya ako na yung makina para sa train ng dad ko, yung mga train nun collectible yon. Kinuha niya yung machine kasi to regulate electricity. Kumuha kaming basketball, kumuha kami ng salamin, dila namin sa gawa ng salamin, gumawa kami ng sarili naming mirror ball na mas mura. Okay? Kasi taga Don Bosco siya. Tapos pumunta kami ng Don Bosco, binili niya yung official na strobe lights, but gumawa din sila na parang ang itsura parang traffic lights na may mga machine sila to time that, no? But basically, may electrical sila, may, 'di ba, yung tayo siguro sa practical arts, it was how to not welding yung may bakal na iinitin mo, di ba? Soldering, di ba? Ganun. Mga ganun yung ginagawa, di ba? Tapos yung women naman, sewing, cooking, tapos sa school namin, you change for 1 semester. 1 semester mag-HE kami, home economics, 1 semester sila mag-practical arts ang tawag. So when we promise K-12, talagang yung mga gusto, magkakaroon na ng, so kung accounting track, or kung electrical engineering, magkakaroon ba kami ng ilang kotse sa sa high school namin para pwede kaming mag-mekaniko, 'di ba? 2013, grabe na internet at computers, coding, etc. I remember I had a project noon with a computer school, Bilibid IT. We were teaching kasama 4 courses sa Camp Pagundiwa sa mga detainees, no? So of course, iniisip na namin paano ba. So I'm happy you simplified the track. But if we compute now, how much do we really need kung talagang ideal yung implementation natin ng K-12? No shortage of classrooms, no shortage of teachers, all the materials, the computers, the hindi sa DepEd pero yung 'di ba kulang, sabi ng EDCOM, kulang tayo ng ano tawag doon, Brad, sana? Sorry, Senator Joel, nung assessor, kung kasi ang promise natin pag graduate mo ng senior high, NC2 certified, how do you say it? NC is national certification. So NC2 holder ka na. So sinabi natin sa mga estudyante, hindi nyo na kailangan mag-out of school youth kasi pag graduate nyo ng junior high school pa lang, NC1 na kayo . Pag graduate nyo ng senior, NC2 na. Kasi yung lumang sistema, magda-drop out, TESDA ka. Kaya nagulat ako, after DFA at nung nag-speaker, may 3-4 year course ang TESDA. On one hand, natutuwa akong nag-ano sila, pero dapat wala silang 3-year course, 4-year course. Kasi dapat, yung first 2 years nila, natapos mo na sa high school . So the question I have is that, how much, for example, is the how much is the ideal? I mean, let's give a ball. So right now, how much are we recommending for DepEd?
It's 990.
So almost a trillion. So assuming, Mr. Chairman, would you think 1.5 trillion or 2 trillion is the real budget na kailangan?
Well, ngayon po, if you add all the main education agencies, aabot na tayo ng 4.5% of GDP. So that's the lower threshold.
Lower threshold pag hindi ka naghahabol.
Yes.
Kung naghahabol ka, it's much more than that.
Tama. So, well, if you talk about in classroom, yung sinasolve ngayon ni Senator Bam, that alone, kailangan na natin ng almost 400 billion pesos. A computation nga ni Senator Bam, we need to allocate 90 billion every year, no? For 6 years para lang makahabol.
Yeah, but the problem with the 6 years, I know it's much better than now na walang nangyayari. And it's not one person's fault, di ba? The pandemic, finances natin and everything. what you call this rapid urbanization, wala nang lupang mabili yung iba. But the point, Mr. Chairman, is I can ask you many questions, but it all leads us to our present situation. I can ask a daming details sa budget, and I'm sure you can answer it, but it won't solve the problem. So if we didn't have to deal with the private schools, the universities, the experts, etc., if we're not talking about DepEd and K-12, di ba? Kung ang nag-uusap lang Sec Sani, Sec Joel, Senator Loren, Senator Tiveros, SP, and Tayon, business, halimbawa, boss, ang pangako, empleyado, halimbawa, boss, ang ideal daw is 10 hours of work. Inimpose natin pumasok ang empleyado 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 12 hours. Bakit? Kasi 1 hour lunch, 2 break, 30 minutes. Nung nagkaroon ng study, ang sabi, pag 12 hours mo pinapasok, hindi nakaka 10 hours. Nakakatrabaho lang siya 8 hours. So pag may lumapit sa atin na union, boss, subukan kaya natin, 10 to 6 na lang, 10 hours. May 1 hour break pa rin, 9 hours. So hindi pa rin tayo 10. Pero baka yung 1 hour break, baka 9 hours tayo. So do we want 9 hours out of 10? Or do we want 8 hours out of 12? Kasi except for Lasal Green Hills na half day sila, during our time, everyone was 7 to 3, 8 to 4. Ngayon, lahat halos ng highly urbanized cities, naka 2 shifts. Yung iba naka 3 shifts. So half day sila eh. So I mean, I can go on and on arguing with the experts na in all the world, K-12. Sorry, Saksani, naiisip ko dad mo when I say the experts, di ba? But even him did not predict the pandemic and did not see na Vietnam ma-overtake tayo and that ngayon, di ba? I think last year, 2 years ago, the Minister of Education of Singapore was talking about something level of AI in grade 1, 2, and 3. Na tayo lahat nandun pa sa ano yung AI.